I'm back to open up All Good Things Data and All Good Things Worf. Now I know there are two more figures from the All Good Things line, but I don't possess them yet. They're on my list to search for, although I haven't been finding them at the toy shows. Sometimes I find them at the 400 market. So we'll take a look at Data first. There you go. So he's in his purple outfit with his skunk hair stripe. And if you look at the back, you see the line. So Data... Well, that's strange. Worf isn't in this line, even though the card backs look identical. That's interesting, isn't it? And what year is this? 1997. So the toy line was nearing its end. There you go. There you go. All right, so we'll open up Data and take a look. And don't worry, I have these Ziploc bags to put his accessories in. All right, there is Data's card. You know, it's a good thing to get him to sign. And there's the backing that shows his biography. Professor Data. All right. We'll get out his stand next. It's an All Good Things stand, unlike Picard, so that's good. It'll be interesting to see what Worf's is like, since he's Governor Worf. All right, All Good Things stand, and like the new 2022 figures, the peg is on one end so he can stand properly. Here is Data himself. Now, unlike the Generations figures, you know, he bends at the elbows again, his arms swivel, his shoulder raises, his head turns all the way, almost all the way around, not quite. He's restricted to human articulation. Now, it doesn't move a lot at the hip, but he can move at least at the knees. That one's a little stiff, but remember, he's probably been sealed in the package for almost 30 years. So let's put him on his stand. There you go. There you go. Perfect, perfect. There we are. So there is Data. And now we get out his accessories. So I don't need these little plastic bags because I have proper ones. There's his teapot. Now, wouldn't have been neat if it had a removable lid, but there's only so much you can do at this scale, I suppose. There's his tea tray. Now, I don't know if Data himself... You see, if his arms were... Wait a minute. I don't think he has to hold it in his arms. I think if you extend the arms out enough, lower them a bit, he could balance the tray kind of like that. Well, it doesn't quite balance. That's too bad. But there's the teapot. And what else we got here? His teacup, again, if they had the saucer separately, but that's okay. That's all right. And now what is this? Well, doesn't it say on the back? Let's see, what does that say? Vase. Oh, decorative vase. So he has his teacup with saucer, he has his tea kettle, and he has his tea tray. All right. So you could put the vase in the center of the teapot for decoration. Kind of like that. And then, let's see how we do here. So let's put him in front of his card back with his card and his teapot. Move Worf over so we can get an individual picture of Professor Data. Okay, so there he is, and now we'll move on to Worf. Let's find out what Ziploc bag his accessories fit into first of all. What I like about the dollar store Ziploc bags is they each come in a bigger Ziploc bag, which can be used for a few... Ah! That should work. Because the smaller one is just too small. As you see, that's only for small accessories. And these small size Ziploc bags, don't worry, only $1 each, so you don't have to worry too much. Only a little bigger, but I don't think they're big enough for the tea tray. Yeah, tea tray is too big. Okay, So tea tray goes into this one. Here you go. Now, the question is, no, his card's a bit too long. But there's the teapot, there's the teacup, there's the vase. So all of Data's accessories fit nicely in that bag right there. This will go back in here. Yeah, all right. We're getting there. And I mean, you can pick up, what, 100 bags, 36 bags? Well, how many did come in those things? So, the smallest, 50 bags, and 72. So, 72 for the smallest, 50 for the biggest, the medium. So, that's quite successful there with all the different bags I have. So, now it's time to open up Governor Worf. So, first of all, you have Worf himself. You can see his card back, which doesn't appear to be as long as Data's card. See? It's a bit shorter and a bit fatter too. Look. Well, almost the same width. And he has his accessories and mentioning. Okay, so it's 97, so it's no longer a Star Trek 30 years card back. But you see by, wait, 1995, 2 years apart. Okay, let's see. Here's the different figures you get there. All mostly variants of existing figures, although there's Dr. Pulaski. You don't have her yet. 6 from DS9 and 3 from the original series. Now, the irony is, except for the dress uniform figures, I don't have any from the original series at all. I'm going to have to look for them. They were probably at Eternia Dreams. I just completely missed them. All Good Things means a lot to me because that was the first series finale I got to see live. It was airing, I guess it was May of 1994 on CKVR Channel 3 Barrie, and we didn't have a satellite dish for another 5 years, so luckily we got it on the TV antenna when you had to turn the knob and move the antenna to the proper direction just to get the signal for a specific channel. We got Channel 3, we got CTV, we got CBC, and we even got City TV, although it was pretty fuzzy for the first 3 seasons. So, but once you got to season 4, then I could finally tape Voyager clearly, or rather my mom could. So let me move Data over so we can get a proper picture of Worf once I get him out of his packaging. He's coming out, like, the figures are not put in with figure bands. There, look. There's his collector foot number. What is he, number 617,000? Something like that. So he poses again, good. His head doesn't turn a lot, but his hair is gray. He's wearing his baldric in the proper direction. Good. There you go. There you go. His knees bend. His legs bend quite well, up and down. They still sit so weirdly. I wish they had thigh swivels like they do arm swivels. But at least he can stand relatively normally. Good. They don't have them in a weird stance. There's his back. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. We have his card. So his card looks different from Data's. And you can see the copyright date of 1995, and there it is. Now that's interesting. If he was All Good Things, you'd think they would have had the 3 nacelled Enterprise on there, because it is from the future. Interesting. Okay, well, here's his data pad, kind of like Picard's. Orange. Looks like a real laptop from 1995, though. You can see all the keys there. And his bat'leth, of course, because Worf always had one. Now, see, solid orange. Now, let's see. Can he hold it in both hands? Or does he have to hold it in just one hand? Yeah, he can't quite hold it. And the other hand is pointing, so he can only hold it in one hand. He doesn't have... Yes, he does. All Good Things base, just like Data. And presumably Riker as well, so that's good. Okay, so let's put him on his base. Left foot, of course. There you go. All right. His laptop and his blaster and his knife. Well, Klingon disruptor. So let's see. Can he hold it in the other hand here? Well, kind of. Yes, there you go. All right. Now, you'd have to pick a supersized bag to hold his batleth in it, wouldn't you? But in this case, we'll just have him with his accessories, holding most of them with his knife and computer terminal in front. Okay, so there is the picture of Worf by himself. I'll crop it later. And here is the picture of both Worf and Data. Now let me just close the blinds to get a better view without the daylight in the way. There you go. Better view without the daylight in the way. So that's good. So that's all good things, Worf and Data. And let's see if we can put them on the shelf. I don't know if you noticed, but what I've done is I've put the all good things figures, the ones I possess, in the order that I have them, that he met them. Now, of course, he met Geordi before Data. And then he met Beverly on the Pastor. Then they called Worf. Then they finally connected with Riker. But since I only have 4 figures, there's only so much I can do. So those are the all good things figures. And they fit nicely here. And of course, you're going to have the Constructs risers, just like this one, although it's made of Constructs instead. And we'll have to decide what I'm going to open next week. Probably something from the DS9 line. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.